Hi guys, this is Sandy again, and today I just want to now show you that in the first video, I know you watched the first video where I was showing you this gadget, and I also showed you the panels, the 100 watts panels. I've got 3 of them, and right now I got this board so that it is easy for me to create a easy setup. So this board, you can get it in any store in Osaka. It will cost you less than 300 kwacha. And I got this box as well. And this box, I got 3 breakers here. And the main reason I want to have this is I just want to make sure that the energy that is coming in from the batteries first go into the breakers before they start getting charged. So there's this line. Remember I showed you the line that comes from the inverter to the battery. So this line is going direct into these 2 amps here. So you have the positive terminal and the negative terminal there. They go in, and then here at the bottom you have 2 positive and negative terminals going down into the batteries. I'll show you my batteries. I've got 2 batteries. These are 100 amps batteries. I've never used them. I'm using them for the first time. And remember I said that my system uses 24 volts, and so I've put them in series so that I can get that 24 volts into my system. Then you have another, I know you are seeing too many lines here, so forget about those. We'll talk about them in the next video, but for now I just want you to just focus on the lines that come from the battery into the system. So what I've done here, I've set up everything on this board so that I can easily monitor them nicely. So I've got my inverter, my box. This is where I've got these amps, these 2, and down here the line goes to the battery. So then here, these 2 lines here, the PV photovoltaic lines, these are solar lines. So these are the ones that come here. So even these, what I've done is that I've put just protection. I just want to make sure that my system, I can monitor it from one end to the other. I can know, I switch off here, I can know what's not working and what's working. So right now we have batteries connected, and they're already in here. So if I was to get my meter box, my multimeter here, I just want to measure the voltage that's coming from my batteries.
Why we're going to church?
Yes, we're going to church, but let me just finish what I'm doing. I'll come. So the next thing here you see, let me just measure these 2 terminals here that are coming in from the batteries here. You'll see that my batteries is giving that 25 volts, which is the voltage I need, because my inverter is rated 24 volts. So 25 means these batteries are good and good energy. So I'm connecting this battery for the first time. That's why you're seeing that. So we just tested them last night for the lightings. That's all. So from here, then I've got this line here. Remember I told you this line. This line is at 240 volts and AC out. It comes from the inverter, and this is what powers anything that you want to power. So I've got this. Sorry for that. So it up quickly so that you can see clearly what I'm doing. So this mini bulb here, that is what we're gonna use for testing purposes. So this is my line, my AC out. So I'm going to connect it to the positive terminal here, and there I'm going to get also my negative. Let me just cut this so that we're not getting confused. Why is it putting red and red? So then here I'm going to just remove the skin from this. Okay. Okay, then I'll connect it to the negative terminal here. Okay, good. So these two separated. Right now I'm not going to insulate them. I'm just using this for testing, but I'm going to separate them so that they don't cause the short circuit. But it's best to insulate them if you are connecting the final connections. This is just for purposes of the video. So if you see here, they're separated, they're not touching each other, and right now my batteries are connected. So I'm going to show you when I switch on the system. Here is the on when the batteries are in, so you just switch it on there, and what is okay now? Yeah, this is now shows that my system is working fine. The batteries are not going direct into my inverter, so this is good. Now I'll switch it off, then I'll switch this, the first one on, which is the negative for the negative terminal. For me, that's the setup I put, so that I'm able to just change things without affecting my inverter here. Remember, I told you these things cost quite a lot of money, so I need to make sure that that thing is properly insulated and all that stuff. So I'll lift the other one up here. So once those two are up, means that now there's now a connection between my batteries and the inverter. So I'll just come here and switch it on. So the inverter goes on and makes that beep sound. The system is just verifying that everything is okay, the voltage is okay and fine, and once the AC is in, you're gonna see this light bulb is gonna come on. So it's doing its thing. Once it's complete, the light should be coming on in any minute from now. Okay, something okay there. So you see, light is on, you have the in, you have the out, and there you will see that there's voltage that's reading. And let me just lift the camera and then I'll show you something. So you see here on my readings, you see it's showing that the in and the voltage of the batteries and all stuff there. So this part is covered, and then if you come down here, remember I told you I've got two batteries. These are my batteries, and they are 12 volts each and then 100 amps. So I connected them in series. If you see here, this positive terminal goes into the negative terminal, and at the far end there I have a negative terminal, and the far end here I have a positive terminal. So all these feed into that line. Don't worry about this these connections here. Obviously this is what we used to use for the washing machine, but we are now changing this location because now we've put in a lot of stuff here for our solar panel. We're just trying to create some space because we don't want to mix water and all. So this is a setup for our testing and all. So right now we have our light, which is on there, and our inverter is on. So let me just put the phone down, and then I'll switch it to continue with the video. So the next thing now we're gonna do is connect into the panels. So remember I showed you I've got panels outside, so the lines that are bringing the panels is here. So I've got two lines here that came from outside. We put some cables on the roof, and we make sure that the panels come back inside the house. So you have those two panels there, and they come in, and I've just done the same thing I've done. So on the panels as well, I've got the positive and the negative terminal, and here on my inverter I've got also two cables coming from the panel, and these are the ones. So the positive terminal, like I told you at first, we'll go into the positive terminal of the panel, and once that is done, we're gonna get some insulating tape and just insulate that part. So there. So that's done, and of course, like I said, it's passing through this. So even if I connect there, the inverter won't go on because this amp is down here. I'll get the negative terminal of my panel leading to this line here, and of course as well I just remove a little bit of this stuff here, skin, so that I can have enough points to tie. I know there are people out there saying no, it can't be done like this, but this is just a basic setup I'm trying to show you, which of course if you want to ask some questions you can send me, then I'll be able to assist you out to set up your own setup. So this is done that. So before I put in the insulating tape, just to make sure that I have energy from my panels. So if you see, I told you that the positive and negatives are here. I'll get my negative terminal here, put it on negative terminal there, and then positive terminal there. So if you see, that's the reading there, 64 watts, which is good for my charging system. And that's done. So the next thing is just to test that the energy is coming into my inverter. So I'll pull up the amp for the panels and just to test. So look at that. It means that my solar is working just fine, and it's currently giving me 24 volts. So everything is fine. The charging light is coming on and off. So I'll switch it off just to make sure that I plug in my battery before, so I'll put it off. Once it's off, there it's off, and voila, my panels are currently working, charging. So the next thing now, because now the system is set up to the panel, from the panel to the battery, I'll just insulate my panel there. After that, insulating. Okay, we're good, and this goes in, and that's all. So the next thing now is just to push in the battery so that they start charging. So we'll push these two little ones up. So right now the batteries are connected. So just now the next thing is to charge the batteries, so which is the solar amp. So I'll just lift this up there, and we have the system starting. Let me just bring my phone close. So you'll see now the system setup is complete on the charging side. So let's see, you see that light that's coming on? That's a charging light. That's a charging light there. So you see right now the system is showing you. I don't know if you're able to see clear, but that's a charging, and this is the connection from the batteries to the inverter. So right now that blink there shows the system is charging the batteries, and voila. And if you can see the readings from the system, that's 24.8 volts, and then you see my battery there is coming up there, you see. So the system is now fine charging, and it's complete. The setup is complete here, all the way up to the batteries, and so guys, this is where this video ends, and the next thing I'll show you here, we're gonna close this because now the system is fine and it's charging, and the next part is this cable here now just going to power. And remember, this thing is off already here, and it can't do anything here. There's no energy. Even if I touch it like this, it's because the system is off. It's not yet on. So for the purpose of protecting my system as well and other things, this is now going to be my next video where I'm going to connect this properly inside here. And that is not just going to go in direct to my appliances. It's going to use this box so that it goes through this. I can switch it off and on just to protect things at home. So guys, thank you and see you on the next video.